Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince. Now, you may remember during December of 2013, I did a blog on Disney's Frozen. And like most people around the world, I really loved it. While it is loosely based off The Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen, I still loved what they did with the story, especially with the visuals, the scenery, and the animation, including the songs. The movie did get an Oscar for Best Animated Feature of 2013, and also Let It Go became Best Original Song. Speaking of which, one of my friends, Sarah Lonster, got to sing Let It Go in her own special way, which can be found on YouTube right now. I even got a chance to meet with the Disney Princess sisters at the happiest place on earth that time. To this day, Frozen has been getting popular by a lot of Disney fans, but at the same time I've been hearing that a few other people are getting annoyed with it. Thank God I'm not one of them. I've also been hearing rumors about a Frozen Broadway musical being made, along with a Frozen ride at Epcot. There's currently a Frozen event called Frozen Fun going on at Disney California Adventure. And I have yet to check it out, I hope. And a few weeks ago, some friends of mine organized a dance party in a Frozen style. And just recently, before the announcement of Frozen 2, Walt Disney Animation gave us, believe it or not, a short sequel to Frozen which plays before the new Cinderella movie starts. Released with Cinderella on March 13th, 2015, the movie is, or should I say the short is, Frozen Fever. Now, let's get this party started. Now, on Anna's birthday, Elsa and Kristoff are determined to give her the best celebration ever. But Elsa's icy powers may put more than just the party at risk. Now, my thoughts on this short? It was really a wonderful one. And in my opinion, I think it's a little bit better than Tangled Ever After. I mean, think about it. In that, while it is about Rapunzel and Eugene getting married, they're not the focus of it. Instead, it's mostly focuses about Maximus and Pascal running around the kingdom trying to retrieve their wedding rings. However, in this short, it's focusing on something that we've not quite seen in a Disney short before since Sleeping Beauty, I think. Focusing on a princess's birthday while the other princess is falling under a fever. But I'll explain more information about it in my Mustang notes. On September 2nd, 2014, during the ABC airing of The Story of Frozen, making a Disney animated classic, Walt Disney Animation Studios Chief Creative Officer John Lasseter announced that a Frozen short film with a new song would be released in the future. On the same day, Variety announced that the short would be released in early 2015 under the title Frozen Fever, with Chris Buck and Jennifer Lee returning as co-directors. Peter Del Vecchio returned as producer, and a new song by Christian Anderson-Lopez and her husband Robert Lopez. The summary of the short as follows. All of the snowmen would make an appearance in the short, and also in a mid-October interview, Idina Menzel revealed that the cast had already recorded their vocal tracks, stating, "We just worked on a short for Frozen." In late December, the co-directors told the Associated Press, "There's something magic about these characters, and this cast and this music. However, the audiences will enjoy the short we're doing, and we felt it again. It was really fun." Around the same time, Dave Metzger, who worked on the orchestra for Frozen, disclosed he was already on work on Frozen Fever. Frozen Fever was rendered using Hyperion, which is the new rendering system developed by Walt Disney Animation Studios for Big Hero 6. This short features a new song called Making Today a Perfect Day by Christian Anderson-Lopez and her husband Robert Lopez. The songwriting couple who wrote for the dirty and hilarious Broadway musicals Avenue Q and The Book of Mormon. And let's not forget the recent Winnie the Pooh movie as well. My thoughts? Well, the things I really like while the song plays is the use of a string to lead Anna to her birthday presents, and there are some things that bring back memories of songs from the first film, like Do You Want to Build a Snowman? Like when Anna and Elsa are biking around the hallways, and there's like a verse in this song from Let It Go, and there's also some scenery from the song for the first time in forever. I also love the Arendelle Children's Choir part of the song as well. And there's one part of the short that makes me crack up big time, but I'll talk about that later. Now let's talk about the characters and their voice actors. Now our main character and birthday girl, Princess Anna, is voiced by Kristen Bell, who I know from films like Astro Boy and Hayao Miyazaki's The Cat Returns. Anna hasn't changed a bit since the first movie. She's still the princess who loves her sister and doesn't want Elsa to work too hard. And throughout the whole short, she does keep her hair in a bun from the beginning of the film original instead of in braids. Anna's sister, Queen Elsa, is voiced by Idina Menzel, who was Nancy Tremaine in Disney's Enchanted. And she's also famous for being in the Broadway musicals Wicked and Rent. Now, Elsa has improved since the first movie. She's not afraid to use her powers anymore. However, the only time she uses her powers is in the beginning when she's trying to conjure up an ornament for Anna's birthday cake. And also she uses it to change hers and Anna's dress patterns. However, things do go crazy for her powers when she catches a fever and sneezes numerous times. Next we have Anna's boyfriend, Kristoff, voiced by Jonathan Groff, who was in the Broadway musical Spring Awakening. He, along with his reindeer Sven, do help Elsa prepare the courtyard for Anna's birthday party. However, Elsa does mention during the song that she does make Kristoff, mention that she had Kristoff take a shower. I don't know if that was ever necessary, but it is necessary for an event like that. And I also love that at the end of the short when Sven uses antlers to cut the cake. And as usual, my favorite character, Olaf, is voiced by Josh Gad, who was in the Steve Jobs movie called Jobs. Now, for those who don't remember, the reason why Olaf is alive during the season that the short takes place in is because at the end of Frozen, Elsa conjured up a snow cloud to keep him cold. And like in the first film, Olaf is still a funny, lovable, and endearing snowman. And I also find it pretty funny when he does admit to himself that he can't read, nor can he write properly. There are other characters from the first film who make an appearance in this short, like, for example, Wandering Oaken from the Mountain Trading Post, along with Elsa's snow monster named Marshmallow, and, surprise, surprise, Prince Hans of the Southern Isles, who is seen at the end doing community service shoveling horse manure and getting hit by a giant snowball produced by Elsa. That part cracked me up big time, seeing him get a taste of karma and a little bit of frostbite. Now, I want to introduce you to the only new characters in the movie, known as the Snowgies. They're little snowmen who appear whenever Elsa sneezes. Now, I find these little guys to be pretty cute and mischievous as well. In my opinion, they almost look like little versions of Baymax from Big Hero 6, with some Moogle personalities in them. And now it's time to move on to my final words. Overall, Frozen Fever is a wonderful little sequel. Even though it's only 7 minutes long, it does seem to act like a music video montage. And it does bring back memories from Frozen, and I look forward to what Frozen 2 will give us in the future. I give this short an 80% out of 100. Now before I go, I have 2 things to present to Anna and Elsa, if they're watching this. I'd like to give out a birthday card for Anna, and a get well card for Elsa. Well, that's all for now. Be sure to join me next time. Mustang Power!
That little Mustang thinks he can just beat me like that. Ever since that incident with that Keyblade blowing me in the face. And also after what I did, letting in Ivy's butterflies into his territory and taking away his color. And now what is he doing now? Saying positive things about bad films and also like conspiring with Disney? Someone has to put through that little nagging injustice. The next time he makes a blog, I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. That's it. I'm gonna put him through house arrest. Just wait, Joshua. Sooner or later, you'll wish you had never been born.